and the whole ground is gone.
Katie Court and Tiffany Bryden have spent almost every day at the Hiddenite Family Campground since it flooded back in November.
It was just campground insurance. There was no flood insurance, so therefore, because this happened due to a flood, insurance isn't paying anything.
The grass is actually starting to show, so more stuff is coming up from the grass.
Their father, Ken Court, has owned the campground since 2000, but he's still too shaken up to go on camera.
He's okay. He's not too bad.
The handful of family members have been doing what they can to clean up more than 32 acres of washed out land.
That one was my grandpa's.
We were told is that we need to separate like the household garbage from like
the construction
garbage. And that's a matter of getting up all the food, the dishes, the clothes, just all of those things.
And they're doing it all by hand.
He needs a front loader or a backhoe and a dump truck. He had one. He could do a lot.
But to shuffle through the trash, they're fighting mountains of sand.
Yeah, pretty much. We don't know. We don't understand where the sand come from.
5 people lost their lives during the flood in November, including a 1-year-old child. More than 30 families lived here. The water carried their homes hundreds of feet away.
Pretty much just that one right there was there before. This one was kind of right there where that red car was at. So some of them didn't move too far, but the rest of them are in the creek all the way back there. So,
but not all was lost. Digging through knee-deep mud and debris, they've helped families find hope.
Way, way down in the woods, like we have found.
In the creek, we found a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Wallets, safe boxes, like key boxes.
Some families are staying a few miles away in campers donated by Samaritan's Purse.
It's hard for them to be able to, come out and go through their stuff when it looks like that.
With no flood insurance, the owner is left feeling stuck with no equipment to clean out the mounds of sand and trash.
This whole thing wasn't here. None of it. Campers and stuff like that was income, so now he doesn't have any, the campground doesn't have any income at all.
For now, they'll do what they can by hand.
Yeah, the whole ground just is like a sinkhole under there.
Digging out people's homes from the sand.
They're asking when they're going to be able to come home and everything, so. Because we were all just one big family, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just, one of us. He would help everybody.
The sunshine this week is something Robbie Flowers doesn't take for granted.
We've got a lot of work to do outside now.
Flowers and his family lived in a camper at Hiddenite Family Campground as they remodeled their Catawba home.
We've got 2 cabinets coming. Everybody was friendly, and they was like one big family. They really were, and we still are now.
The ground was already wet from 2 to 3 inches of rain on the night of November 11th. Nearly 8 more inches fell in a short amount of time overnight.
But this flood was catastrophic. I mean, it came up so quick.
Flowers held tight to his 1-year-old grandson, Mason, but the water kept rising.
And we were in the water for 2 hours.
Alexander County doesn't have a rescue boat. Crews called in help from Mooresville's Water Rescue Squad.
I think it took too long for them to get there to help us.
The water ripped his grandson away from him. Mason drowned along with 4 others.
Mason, I just miss him. I miss the smile. I miss him waking up in the mornings and being ready to go.
Flowers hopes some change will come from that tragic day.
Because that was in floodplain. And if water starts rising so high, there should be a watermark or a protocol when it gets so high, a siren goes off and lets everybody know they need to get out. But
God's Pit Crew, a volunteer group from Virginia, heard about Flowers' experience and finished remodeling his home.
They came in and they redid it in a week.
So he and his family can begin to see the sunshine.
He was a good little kid. He really was.